down the basement, lock the cellar door, and baby, talk bloody to me.
Hi, and welcome to our special Valentine's Day edition of Talk Bloody to Me. I'm Matt,
And I'm Brizzy.
and this week we are talking about My Bloody Valentine. I almost said Talk Bloody to Me. That's what we are
Oh,
every week. My Bloody Valentine.
don't do that.
Yep. So last year on it was Valentine's Day. It was only our second episode, I believe, and we
hmm
did My Bloody Valentine, the original version. This year we're doing the 2009 version, sometimes called My Bloody Valentine 3D because it was released in 3D.
Yep.
Go
And I
figure.
actually seen this in theaters in 3D.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Nice. Now,
It
did
was
did the
it was
3D
awesome.
work pretty good?
Yeah, I actually did.
Now, I just saw this for the first time yesterday, but I could definitely tell there was a lot of stuff where if this was 3D, it was going to be cool because like there's stuff flying at the screen and like these throwing things and kills where stuff pokes out and
hmm
stuff like that. So,
Yeah, you can definitely tell on the 3D part.
yeah. So the storyline is basically the same as the original movie, but they did tweak it a little, changed it, updated it. So it starts off, you get kind of in the recap, it is our boy, um, oh, what's his name? The son,
Tom,
Tom.
as in Jason Eccles from Dean Winchester off of Supernatural.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna
However,
say.
however, I didn't really care for him playing that role
hmm
in the Bloody Valentine. I rather prefer him on Supernatural.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's Tom, it's he find out in the beginning that he didn't bleed the lines, so there was a cave in. Good old the guy that they always blame it on, the killer guy. Henry Ward. I
Yep,
knew I'd
I
get
was
there
gonna say
eventually.
Henry.
Yep, they're trapped down there for days and days and days, which is a little different, I think, than the original version. And then they find out that he's the only survivor, and then it comes out after the fact that the reason he was the only survivor is because he murdered everyone else with a pickaxe to conserve oxygen. And then he goes on a rampage, revenge, kills a bunch of people right in front of a supernatural guy, and then he gets
Mhm.
shot a couple times. He runs off down the corridor in the cave in, and they presume he's dead. And that's like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
I do like when the opening scene, they're like, well, this is like in the past because they said 10 years later,
hmm
but there was a couple of like high school kids that were partying in the coal mines, which for me, I want to do that.
Yeah, I can think of better
It'd be
places to
fun,
party.
but no.
Party in a cornfield like we do here in Minnesota. Come on.
Like coal mine, not cornfield.
Yeah, cornfield. Haven't you ever partied in a cornfield? Let's
I
go out,
have,
have
I have,
bonfire. Yeah,
I have, but
right.
coal mine,
No,
no.
not a coal mine.
However, I've been in a coal mine before.
Oh, really?
Yep, up in Tower, Sudan.
Yep. Oh, okay, yeah. I know where that
Yeah,
is.
yeah, fun.
But there is a kill right off the bat that where you can tell this would have been pretty cool in the 3D, but it looks kind of fake and stupid. But the guy standing there and the pickaxe comes through the back of his head and his eyeballs on the tip of the pickaxe and it goes "Rrrr," like forward close to the
I
camera.
believe that was in 3D.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be. Not, I bet you it looked really cool in 3D. When it's not in 3D, it looks a little weird, a little CGI, but
Yep. hmm
it's still cool. Um, so then 10 years later, and Tom comes back, and all of a sudden there's the Henry Ward killer. Is it a copycat? Is Henry Ward alive? We don't know. It's a mystery. They assume Tom's the killer, but then all this evidence makes it look like Zeke. What the fuck's his name?
I forgot. Sorry.
That's okay. The guy, the rival, his other guy, Axel. I was
There
close
you
with Zeke.
go.
There's an X in it. It looks like Axel's the killer, and spoiler alert, we'll probably reveal. But before we get to there, what are some of your favorite parts of this movie, Breezy?
Oh, God. there's like what Matt's holding the Be Mine heart
This is
shaped pillow.
this is
Um,
there's no heart
I
inside this.
I really don't. I I really don't really have a favorite.
Hmm.
I do like the 3D effect. That's like actually my favorite. Anytime that there's a killing scene, if they have that some type of 3D effect, that's where I love. I do like the killing scenes though.
Yeah.
I just don't like the original. Sorry if you like the original. I kind of like the remake because it has very good 3D effects.
Yeah, I think this one is much better than the original. I think it's interesting because I've always thought remakes are worse. Like I've always just been like remakes are so much worse than the original. And then we did Friday the 13th, the remake, and I actually ended up liking it. And I like this way better than the original. I'm sorry to say for all you fans of the classic early
Mhm.
80s My Bloody Valentine, but this one it's almost the same storyline, but they changed it just enough to make it a little bit more believable and a little bit less stupid, to put it bluntly. And then plus it's more modern and the effects are better and there's some really cool graphic killings.
Do
Um,
you, so what do you think about that whole when Tom goes to check into that hotel room, he hears that sex scenes or sex people having sex, and like this naked woman were having sex and stuff, and the guy's like, "Well," she goes out, "Well, I'm not a whore or a prostitute, whatever she said." And he's like, "You are now," and he throws the cash, and she walks out like butt naked with a gun. And then they were like arguing a little bit, and then he opens the door, and here comes like Harry just go whoop pickaxe right in the head.
yeah.
And by the way, I actually like on IMB,
Yep.
she actually wanted to film that scene.
Really. Well, good
Yeah,
for her.
she wanted to do that whole naked scene.
I was gonna say that was literally what I was gonna just bring up next before you brought it up was that what there's a scene in the movie where there's a fully nude, frontally nude woman for about a good, I'd say 10 minutes, it feels like. First
Mhm.
there's a big lengthy sex scene, which is like, this is pretty hot. And then they have a lengthy scene about she's not a whore, yes, or he's paying her money, and they're arguing and they're fighting. And then they go out in the parking lot and they have an extended scene where they're arguing and he gets killed and then she goes back in the hotel room to hide from him and there's a big long scene of her hiding and she's fully naked this entire time.
Yeah.
It's like wow.
And like he pulled like and then he finds her in the hotel room and she's like going nuts and then he throws
Mm-hmm.
like the bed so you have this like very old like style like bed frame on the bottom and he
Mm-hmm.
lifts it up or she lifts it up thinking that come on now thinking that you're
Right.
not going to with the pickaxe come on and all of a
Exactly.
sudden like he misses 3D right there and
Yep.
then all of a sudden you don't see her getting killed all you see is blood spatter on the wall.
Yeah, he basically just uses the bed frame like and box or the springs like just as like a big dog cage kind of
Yeah.
fences are in and then pickaxe blotch.
Yep.
And then, so that was kind of, I was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting 10 minutes of full nudity, but hey, I'm glad to hear she wanted to film the scene that way.
Yeah.
And I mean, uh, yeah. So moving on, there's scenes where Tom is in the mine and he sees Harry Ward killing a bunch of people and he's trapped and he's like, it's Harry, and he's trapped in an elevator. And the whole time, Axel is like, "You're the one that's killing these people." And but then the movie's making Axel to be all shady, like he's cheating on his wife, and he's like, so you kind of like me, like as the audience, I'm thinking, well, Axel's the killer, but he's just trying to set up Tom to look like the killer. But then the movie kind of throws you a switcheroo, and the movie cheats a little too. But
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah.
Well, if you don't really pick up on that, I mean, it's very kind of hidden, but it's also there.
Hmm. So I am going to spoil it because I want to talk about it. So if you haven't seen uh 2009 My Bloody Valentine and you don't want it ruined, go stop the podcast, go watch it now, and then come back, and we'll still be here.
Yeah,
Here's the
we're
my
we're
be mine.
we're
All
gonna be
right,
waiting.
and we're back. So it turns out that Tom really is the killer. And you're like, but wait a minute, you showed us scenes where he was hiding and the killer was on a rampage, and they do kind of, it's like the whole Fight Club, Beautiful Mind kind of thing where he was just imagining it. It was all in his head. And even though we, the audience, saw it, they kind of go back and show flashbacks of it was really him the whole time. And he found the body in the woods and found the mask and went nuts and is going crazy. And
When I first time watching this, I already knew that Tom was immediately, the killer.
right. Like it seems the most obvious thing, but then
Yeah.
like the movie keeps trying to tell you Axel's the kill. Like you should really be suspicious of Axel. Axel's really the shady piece of shit here. And then Tom's like, "Oh, we got to go to Axel's house. I found proof that he's the killer." And it's like, "Ah, I knew it this whole time." And then she opens the closet and there's all these like red heart boxes fall out, and it's like, "Yep, see, Axel's the killer. I knew it." And then he's like,
Mhm.
"Wait a minute, no, that wasn't me. I'm set up." And I was actually fooled. I will admit it.
You were fooled?
I was. They
Oh,
tricked me. They tricked me. But I liked it.
they
I
didn't
like.
feel fooled me when I first time seeing this.
Well, good for you.
And I was like 19 when I seen this one, so
Nice. Well, if it makes you feel better, I knew Bruce Willis was dead the whole time in the Sixth Sense.
you would?
I knew Bruce Willis was dead in the Sixth Sense right away. I figured that out
Oh,
like
yeah.
instantly.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so the one thing I want to say that was really cool. So after it's revealed that he's the killer and it's all in his head, and so it's like it's Axel and his girlfriend, the woman they've been fighting over, basically running down the mine. And as he's walking, he's smashing the lights, and it goes, and every time the light blinks, it like for a split second shows him in like the Harry Ward
Yep.
costume, and then it blinks back to normal. I thought that was really cool. I like that effect a lot.
hmm
Yeah,
I do got like a pickaxe,
I know
which
you
I
do.
don't. Yeah, you seen it.
It's
It's
it's a
it's
it's a
really
real
heavy.
deal. Like I picked it. I was like, oh look, a pickaxe. I picked it up. It's heavy as hell. It's a legit real deal pickaxe.
Yep. And I do got a gas max that fits with that, but that's kind of retired.
And you also have a. It doesn't fit with My Bloody Valentine, but you have a legit for real sigh, like a fucking Grim Reaper, like a
Well,
heavy
yeah,
ass
that, but the
sickle.
green mask that I have,
Uh-huh.
that's actually retired. I wore it so much with photo shoots and
Oh yeah.
for cosplays. It's like that's why it's hanging and it's done. I would wear it, but no, it's retired. It's rusting.
There's a place in Minneapolis that sells gas masks with bongs, maybe for Crypticon. I should get one of
Oh
those,
my
do a My Bloody to Me,
God.
my Bloody
Yeah,
Valentine cosplay with the bong gas
I
mask.
I could so see you doing that. Oh my God. Actually, people will actually really love that.
I think they would actually. I think that would be a big hit, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do it.
I'm thinking about it now. But anyway, so what? Any other favorite moments or things you really like about My Bloody Valentine?
I like the
Oh,
ending. I do like the ending when he gets killed.
oh yeah, yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
So they were in that police officer, if I remember correctly, that police
Hmm.
officer and that girl was in the mines trying to, obviously
Hmm.
kill, Tom.
Hmm.
And he's sitting there when he was walking with that pickaxe.
Hmm.
Yeah, pickaxe. He was like going doing this towards like the lights.
Yep.
And every time when he gets that light, it changes quick.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, that I like.
Yep. Exactly.
It's
Yep.
like boom, switch, boom. It's like so quick, but it's oh my God, I like that one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest things in the whole movie. Did you recognize the guy with the white hair and the mustache that shot Henry Ward the first time and was part of the investigation, kind of the old cop
Yeah,
guy?
wasn't it Tom Atkins or something like that?
Yep. Remember what
hmm
he's from?
I don't remember.
The good news is your dates are here. The bad news is they're dead.
Oh,
That's him.
didn't we review that one?
We did. Night of the Creeps.
There you go. I was like, that
Yeah.
line sounds so familiar, and I know the hell we talked about it. And what movie was that?
The first time he popped up, I'm like, is that Tom Atkins from Night of the Creeps? And I IMDb, yep, it is. Okay, good. He's been in a
Yep.
ton of stuff. Like I had to scroll down to find
Oh
Night of the
wow.
Creeps, but yeah. But yeah,
Huh.
very recognizable actor. So,
So
what would you rate? Oh, you
what
were
was
gonna.
your favorite scenes?
My favorite scene, that same one you said, where he's walking down the hallway. There is where he's got the pickaxe on the floor and he's holding the guy's head and he's like trying to force it down, and then the camera keeps showing above the pickaxe like a point of view shot. And I
Mhm.
bet you that would have been really cool in 3D. And
Oh
then
yeah.
and then the guy kind of goes, "Oh shit!" And then he goes swam and slams his head down on the pickaxe. I
That
like.
one that one was really not in 3D.
Oh, really?
I believe so. I
Disappointing.
think.
The other scene you mentioned with the naked woman, and that when he opens his pickup truck door and the pickaxe comes straight down on his head and just goes chonk. There's some good effect. There's some really crappy CGI, but there's also some really good effects.
Yep,
And then one of the,
definitely.
I think it's that woman when the cops come to investigate and she's laying in the heart-shaped tub and she's all cut up down from like here to
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
That heart-shaped tub reminds me of that killing scene off of Bride of Chucky.
Oh yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you rate 2009 My Bloody Valentine? It's so
This
fine.
one I will give it like 7 out of 10.
Me too. That's exactly the number I had in mind. 7 out of
Yeah.
10. Pretty good. Some of the effects are a little cheesy. Some of them are because you can tell they were 3D, they look fakey or not in 3D. But overall, really good. Really well done. I liked it a lot.
Mhm. Yep.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because like My Bloody Valentine, like the original one, like yeah, it shows like the minor, but it's like this one is like the whole coal mine and this, and it relates to the topic.
Exactly. There's
So,
more to the storyline besides just they had a Valentine's dance and they wanted to party, so they left the mine early and it caved in, and now the guy's crazy. Like there's
mhm.
more. Like he's in this one, he's gonna sell the mine, which is gonna force a bunch of people in town out of work. So a lot of people are angry, and they don't just go into the mine like on a whim, like hey, let's party, let's go down in the mine. It's more there's like legitimate reasons why they're going in it to check things out and stuff. So it just, like I said at the beginning, it makes more sense.
Yeah,
It seems like
it
they took the
definitely
same
does.
story but just polished it, made it better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. All right. So that's it for I can't keep the
My Bloody
My Bloody
Valentine.
Valentine. Uh so thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, tell everyone you know, and spread the word. Keep
And happy
circulating the website. Sorry, go ahead.
and happy Valentine's Day. Even though
Eh,
I'm not a Valentine's Day person. So
we're
sending you
Halloween
much love.
people. Yes. I'm sending you the love of Chucky.
My man.
Yeah. And thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Bye.